go over 400,000. Don't worry, I'm not holding the phone and driving, someone else is holding the phone for me. Anyway, I thought I might give you a bit of a story about this car. We bought it in 2002, it was 4 years old, it had done 77,000 kilometres. We've had it for 18 years and she's just ticked over 400,000. Okay, clean and go. Well, it wasn't that flash, to be honest. That wheel doesn't look too bad. You can't hear, you can see there's still an awful lot of crud on the wheel there. Still a few bits of bird shit on there. I just had a bit of a poke at those. But I guess considering the condition of the clear coat, you probably can't ask too much. The poor automatic car wash, that wheel's really crap, but I don't know, I probably could have gone in and given it a brush and a bit of a squirt and stuff before I tried to do it. You can see the biggest problem with the old girl really is that clear coat. You just let them go. I've had a bit of a toss up on whether or not to get it fixed. The car's 22 years old, it's probably not worth the cost of getting the repaint done. I figure we'll just run it for a few more years and see how it goes. It really has been quite a good car. Like I said, we've had it for 18 years. I've not actually touched the engine. I've replaced the water pump once. The alternator, I think it's had 3 1-power steering pump. This front suspension sort of has been a problem because it had the XR6 suspension. Didn't really like the rough roads out here. I had it replaced soon after we got here, front and rear, and I think Ford charged me $770 to do it with the wheel alignment, and the second time I paid $150 for eBay shocks, and they lasted longer than the Ford shocks. Then I mix and matched the Ford shocks and the eBay shocks, just put the good ones that were left on and ran that for a while, and then when the last one of those went, I pulled a set of shockies off a Series 2 and I put them in the front. So the front shocks are only 20 years old, but they've lasted longer than the Ford replacement and the eBay cheapies. But yeah, all in all, it's been a good car. The steering rack switch was another funny one. We replaced it after we'd owned it for 14 years. I think the car was 18 years old, and yeah, found another one sitting on one of the frame wishbones up underneath it when we changed that one. So it had been changed in the first 4 years before we bought it, and then had lasted 14 years before we needed to change again. So I bought another one, which it was the same as the factory one. It lasted 2 years. I replaced it with the cheapest one I could on eBay. It lasted 2 weeks. And then I even called Repco. They said no, 2 years is as long as you could expect it to last. So I pulled the steering rack out of another car, another one the same age as this, and that's in it now because the steering rack was leaking, and it was yeah, less work doing it that way than it was to rebuild it. I will rebuild it, I'll get around to that. And then it started leaking about a year or so later, so I've just put the warranty replacement I got for the one that only lasted 2 weeks in it, but I've ordered another one anyway so that I've got one in the boot if she goes. And the only other thing really was the harmonic balancer separated. I decided not to put a second-hand one on. I bought a new one. It lasted 1 year and 2 weeks before it separated, and I couldn't find the receipt, so I would have argued the fact that even though it had a year warranty, it still should have lasted longer. But yeah, that's about where you are. The wheel alignment is a problem with these wide tyres. She's got the 235 45/17s. Has a tendency to chew the inside tread of the tyres off, about 20mm around the inside. My local mechanic's pretty good at it. Anytime I take it to a factory place, they just set it to standard settings and it chews the tyres out. But yeah, anyway, she's been a good car. She's no show car anymore. It was pretty flash when we bought it, but yeah, she's just a 400,000 kilometre taxi, and I'm just going to keep driving it for as long as we can.